Did you know that once you pass the age of 60, your body can start losing muscle, slowly, quietly, by as much as 5% every decade? And where do you feel it first? Often it's in the legs, that steady, reliable strength you once had to get out of a chair without a second thought, to climb stairs without effort, to walk with confidence. It doesn't feel the same anymore. For many seniors, what used to be simple, standing up, walking to the mailbox, even carrying groceries, suddenly becomes exhausting, or worse, risky. What's even more alarming is that these changes don't arrive with a warning. No loud signals, no sharp pain, just a slow fading of strength, of control, of independence. And here's the part that often goes unsaid. This isn't just about feeling tired. It's about falling. It's about balance. It's about how weak legs can lead to serious injuries. Fractured hips, hospital stays, a loss of freedom that's incredibly hard to regain. Studies show that 1 in 3 adults over the age of 65 experiences a fall every year. And most of those falls come back to one simple cause: weakened leg muscles. But what if I told you there's a way to fight back? A way to restore strength naturally, starting right from your plate? Not with complicated workouts or expensive treatments, but with the right nourishment, smart, simple, powerful food. And among all the options out there, one superfood has been quietly standing out. It doesn't just maintain leg strength, it helps rebuild it, gently, effectively, and faster than most people expect. This isn't just another trendy health claim. This is backed by science, by studies in respected journals, and by real-life results from people just like you. People who once struggled to move through their day and now find themselves walking stronger, climbing more confidently, and reclaiming the freedom they feared they had lost. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through exactly what the superfood is, how it works, and how you can start using it right away. And along the way, we'll explore a few other powerful, everyday foods that can work together to transform how your legs feel and how you move through your day. But before we go further, if you've ever felt your strength slipping, or if you've worried about falling, or just want to stay active and independent for as long as possible, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and leave a comment below, letting us know where you're watching from. You're not alone in this. And by simply sharing, you may be helping someone else find this message in time. Now let's begin this journey together, because the strength in your legs, your ability to move, to walk tall, to live fully, doesn't have to fade. It can return. And it can start with something as simple as what's on your spoon. Let's begin with something small, earthy, and deeply nourishing. A food that's been feeding humanity for centuries, yet is only now being fully appreciated for its power to restore strength, especially in the legs. You've likely walked past it 100 times at the grocery store without knowing just how much it could do for you. I'm talking about lentils. These humble little legumes might not look like much at first glance, but they're quietly packed with exactly what your body needs to rebuild muscle, especially after 60. They are rich in plant-based protein, offering about 18 grams per cooked cup. That's a significant amount, especially when you consider how easy they are to prepare, how gentle they are on the stomach, and how well they combine with other foods you already enjoy. Protein, as you probably know, is essential for muscle repair. But what's especially important for seniors is that this protein comes with iron, a mineral that helps carry oxygen to your muscles. When your muscles are better oxygenated, they perform better. You have more energy to walk, you recover more quickly, you feel less fatigued. That moment of hesitation before standing up, the wobble in your knees as you cross the room, those moments start to fade when your muscles are fueled properly. What's more, lentils also provide a generous amount of fiber. This doesn't just support digestion, it helps your body absorb nutrients more efficiently. And when your body absorbs nutrients better, every meal becomes more powerful. You don't need more food, you need better use of the food you already eat. That's where lentils shine. A woman I once spoke to named Evelyn shared that she never really gave much thought to lentils. They were just something I ate when I was younger, she said. But after hearing about their benefits, she started adding them to soups a few times a week. Not long after, she noticed she could stand longer while cooking. Her afternoon walks didn't leave her as tired. It wasn't magic, she told me, but I could feel the difference. My legs felt like they were working with me again. And that's exactly what the right foods do. They don't shout. They don't promise overnight miracles. They whisper gently into your system, day after day, saying, "You're still strong. You're still growing." If you're wondering how to bring lentils into your life, it's easier than you think. A warm lentil and vegetable soup is one of the simplest and most comforting ways to start. Just a bit of onion, garlic, broth, and a few spices, and in under 30 minutes, you've created something not only nourishing but powerful. Something that doesn't just fill your belly, but supports your legs, your balance, your freedom. A half cup of lentils 3 to 4 times a week can begin to change how your legs feel and function. It's not just about the food. It's about what that food unlocks within you. Steadiness, energy, and the quiet confidence that says, "I can still do this." And now as we move forward, let's look at another tiny but mighty food. One that's barely larger than a grain of rice, yet holds deep reserves of omega-3s, protein, and hydration support. It's a superfood that nourishes your joints and muscles at the same time. Ready to discover it? Let's continue. Now let's turn our attention to something even smaller, yet surprisingly powerful. It doesn't need cooking. It barely weighs a thing. But once it enters your system, it works like a quiet guardian, soothing inflammation, strengthening your bones, and helping your muscles hold on to every bit of strength they still have. I'm talking about chia seeds. At first glance, these tiny black seeds don't look like much, but don't let their size fool you. Inside each one is a rich store of omega-3 fatty acids, plant-based protein, calcium, and fiber, all wrapped into a form that's easy to digest and easy to use, especially for older adults. For seniors trying to rebuild leg strength, chia seeds offer a unique and balanced combination of what your muscles and joints crave most. Let's begin with inflammation. As we age, our bodies become more prone to low-grade chronic inflammation, the kind that doesn't cause fevers or swelling, but slowly weakens tissues over time. This kind of inflammation is a major culprit behind joint stiffness, muscle soreness, and the slow fading of strength. The omega-3s in chia seeds help put out that fire. They help calm the system, soothe the joints, and allow your muscles to function without resistance. And that's not all. Chia seeds also deliver a healthy dose of calcium, about 180 milligrams per ounce. For seniors, especially those at risk of fractures or osteoporosis, this is vital. Strong bones are the foundation of strong legs. Without that foundation, even the strongest muscles have nowhere to stand. By giving your body calcium in a natural, food-based form, you're reinforcing your entire structure from the inside out. Then there's the protein, 5 grams in just 2 tablespoons. It's not a full meal's worth, but as a part of your day, it adds up. And even more importantly, chia seeds help with hydration. When mixed with liquid, they form a gel-like consistency. This helps slow digestion and release water into your body over time, keeping muscles hydrated and reducing the risk of cramps. A common issue in aging legs. I once heard from a man named George who had suffered from leg cramps every night for months. They'd wake me up at 2 in the morning, he said. I'd have to walk around, stretch, massage. It was exhausting. Then on the advice of a friend, he started making chia seed pudding every evening. Just a simple mix of almond milk, a bit of honey, and 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. Within a few weeks, the cramps eased. It was like the tension in my legs had disappeared, he said, and I actually started looking forward to bedtime. That's the kind of quiet transformation chia seeds can offer. You don't need to eat them by the cupful. Just 1 to 2 tablespoons a day in your yogurt, smoothies, or even in water with lemon can make a difference you feel. The best part? They're gentle. They work with your body, not against it. No harsh effects, no complex preparation. Just real, nourishing support that meets you exactly where you are. As we continue, we'll explore something a little sweeter, but just as healing. A food that not only helps your muscles recover faster, but improves your circulation and helps you feel lighter, more energized, and more balanced throughout the day. Let's keep going. Now, let's bring in a touch of sweetness, something vibrant, juicy, and deeply restorative. It's a food that doesn't just taste good, it feels good. The kind of food that brightens your plate and gently wakes up your body from the inside out. I'm talking about blueberries. These little berries may seem like a treat, but they're actually one of the most powerful muscle-supporting foods you can eat, especially after 60. Inside every handful is a concentration of antioxidants, natural compounds that protect your cells from the kind of slow, invisible damage that builds up over time. For seniors, especially those feeling the effects of aging in their legs, blueberries are a quiet form of defense, a shield against inflammation, fatigue, and weakness. One of the key ingredients in blueberries is something called anthocyanins. These are the pigments that give the berries their deep blue color, and they've been shown to significantly reduce oxidative stress, a process that weakens muscle fibers and delays recovery. When your muscles are under constant stress, even simple movements like getting out of bed or walking to the kitchen can feel harder than they should. But with enough antioxidants in your system, your body begins to repair faster, recover quicker, and feel lighter with each passing day. Blueberries also help with circulation, ensuring that your leg muscles get the oxygen and nutrients they need to function. Better blood flow means less fatigue, more energy, and improved performance, even during something as simple as a stroll around the neighborhood. And if you've ever experienced that heavy feeling in your legs, or a sense of tightness after sitting or standing too long, you know how important circulation really is. There's more. Blueberries are rich in vitamin C, which supports the production of collagen, a protein that strengthens the connective tissues in your joints. When those tissues are strong, your movements feel smoother, your steps feel more secure. It's a kind of strength that starts quietly but grows every day. A woman named Carla once told me she began adding blueberries to her breakfast every morning, not because of any health tip, but just because she liked the taste. Then I noticed something strange, she said. My knees didn't ache as much. I could stand longer. I didn't feel as wiped out after walking the dog. She hadn't expected much from such a simple change. But sometimes the smallest things create the biggest shifts. That's the magic of blueberries. No side effects, no complicated recipes, just a few berries added to your yogurt, stirred into your oatmeal, or blended into a smoothie with a spoonful of Greek yogurt and a drizzle of honey. That simple choice, repeated day after day, supports your strength in ways you may not even realize until you suddenly notice you're moving through life with more ease. Just half a cup a day is enough to begin seeing the benefits. And over time, you may notice not just stronger legs, but a lighter mood, a steadier walk, and a greater willingness to say yes to that walk in the park, to those stairs at the store, to living fully and freely again. Up next, we'll uncover the final superfood in this journey, a tiny grain with a big purpose, a food that combines the best of everything: protein, minerals, energy, and healing. And it just might be the one your body's been waiting for. Let's continue. Now we come to the final piece of this puzzle, a food that may not look like much, but holds within it a powerful combination of everything your legs have been asking for: strength, stability, and stamina. It's light, fluffy, and incredibly easy to prepare. Yet beneath its gentle texture lies something truly remarkable. I'm talking about quinoa. Quinoa isn't just another health food trend. It's a complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids your muscles need to rebuild and grow. That's something few plant-based foods can offer. And for seniors looking to restore strength naturally, especially in the legs, that kind of protein is a game changer. As we age, our muscles become less responsive to protein. That's why it takes more effort and more intention to build or maintain muscle after 60. But when you give your body a complete, easily absorbed source of protein like quinoa, you're helping your muscles hear the signal again. It's time to grow, that signal says. And with quinoa, your body is better prepared to respond. But the benefits don't stop there. Quinoa is rich in magnesium, a mineral that helps your muscles relax after they contract. Without enough magnesium, muscles can become tense, prone to cramps, or simply fatigued. Magnesium helps restore a sense of ease to your movements, allowing you to walk longer, stand steadier, and recover faster after activity. It also offers phosphorus, which plays a key role in energy production within your cells. If your legs have felt heavy lately, if walking upstairs leaves you winded too quickly, if getting up from the couch feels harder than it used to, that could be a sign your cells are struggling to produce and manage energy. Quinoa steps in to recharge that system, not with a jolt, but with a deep, sustained boost. There's also the fiber. 5 grams per cooked cup. It may not sound exciting, but fiber helps regulate blood sugar and digestion. 2 systems that, when balanced, give your muscles the steady flow of nutrients and energy they need to perform. It also helps prevent the energy crashes that often lead to long periods of sitting or inactivity, one of the biggest risk factors for muscle loss. And here's something truly beautiful. Quinoa works for almost everyone. It's naturally gluten-free, has a low glycemic index, and is easy to pair with both sweet and savory ingredients. Whether you're managing diabetes, watching your cholesterol, or simply looking for a food that doesn't upset your stomach, quinoa fits in with grace. I once met a woman named Margaret, 72 years old, who had slowly stopped using the stairs in her home. They just got too hard, she told me. But after her nutritionist suggested adding quinoa to her meals, just a few times a week, she began to notice her legs feeling more alive. It wasn't instant, she said, but about a month in, I realized I was going up the stairs without thinking about it. I even started gardening again. It wasn't just the food, it was the life it gave back to her. If you'd like to try it, start simple. Cook 1 cup of quinoa in 2 cups of water or broth. Add roasted vegetables, a drizzle of olive oil, maybe a sprinkle of herbs. Or try it in a warm breakfast bowl with almond milk, cinnamon, and berries. There's no right way, just your way. And with each serving, you're not just eating, you're rebuilding. 3 to 4 servings a week is enough to feel a change. Combine it with the other foods we've talked about, lentils, chia seeds, blueberries, and you create a symphony of support for your legs, your strength, and your independence. Because that's what this journey is really about. Not just stronger muscles, but stronger living. And you have the power to begin, right here, right now. Let's close this journey together. So here we are, at the end of this journey, and yet, maybe it's the beginning of something far more meaningful. Maybe as you've been reading, you've felt a quiet flicker of hope. Maybe you've thought, that sounds like me. The tired legs, the hesitation before rising from a chair, the creeping sense that you're just not as steady as you used to be. If that's true, then let me tell you something with all the warmth and sincerity in my heart. You are not alone. And more importantly, you are not powerless. Because what we've talked about here isn't theory. It's not some distant idea for someone younger, stronger, or more fit. It's for you. It's for every older adult who wants to stay upright, mobile, independent, and vibrant. It's for everyone who's tired of being told that decline is inevitable. It's for those who still have places to go, gardens to tend, people to hug, and steps to take. Strong steps. The foods we've explored together, lentils, chia seeds, blueberries, quinoa, they're not fads. They're real, whole, nourishing gifts from the earth. They carry inside them the very nutrients your legs are quietly asking for. Protein to rebuild, omega-3s to reduce inflammation, antioxidants to protect, minerals to support the very mechanics of movement. When you bring them together, bit by bit, spoonful by spoonful, you're doing something extraordinary. You're feeding the foundation of your independence. And the best part? You don't need to overhaul your life. You don't need to cook gourmet meals or follow complicated plans. You just need to choose. One ingredient, one meal, one day at a time. Let your body feel what it's like to be nourished with intention. Let your muscles remember what it means to work with energy, not against pain. Let your legs carry you with quiet confidence. I hope this message reminded you of your strength, not just the physical kind, but the inner kind. The kind that chooses to care, to try, to hope again. And if this message touched you, if it sparked a thought or gave you something to act on, I would be honored if you'd leave a comment below. Share your story. Have you tried any of these superfoods? Are you thinking of starting now? Your experience might be the very thing someone else needs to read to take their own first step. And while you're here, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us keep creating content that truly matters. Content that uplifts, informs, and empowers people just like you. You deserve to feel strong. You deserve to move through life with grace. And with just a few simple choices, you absolutely can. Stay kind to your body, stay steady in your steps, and never forget, Your journey is still unfolding, and the best may be yet to come.